Hey, shalom, shalom, shalom. All praise to the Most High God. Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashak Yahweh Shai. Shalom,
Hey,
shalom.
shalom, shalom, shalom.
Turn that down. Shar
All
Shabbat.
praise to the Most High.
Shar Shabbat. Shar Shabbat. Hey, shalom, shalom. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. Shalom, shalom. How you doing, man?
Hey, man, I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. We here to not see another day. You know what I'm saying? Fighting all the different temptations, sicknesses, lack of financial wealth. I'm fighting everything. every
Man.
spirit, every you know what I'm saying, possible damnation. We keep fighting, man. So Tawada Yahweh for allowing his spirit to dwell on me, man, and my family and my household, my brothers, this camp, this organization, this nation, through midst of all the turmoil, man.
Yeah,
We
man.
blessed. We blessed.
Yeah, we in the same boat, man. The same boat.
And it's real.
Yeah, man. It's definitely real out here, And y'all brothers be joking around saying I'm the richest brother in Israel and everything, but man, I'm broke, man.
Brothers don't believe that. Hey, listen. But thou art rich. You are rich in the spirit, brother.
Rich in the spirit, man. That's
Hey,
right.
the blasphemy of them that call themselves Jews, but they are not. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But you are rich because you know who you are. You know where your promises lie. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't always turn to financial wealth, tangible things that you can deal with right now physically. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, when you know that you got a spirit or you have a promise for the Most High God at the end of days, man, it kind of gives you a little relief.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, listen, I'm still getting letters from the bill collectors. You know, my credit score ain't what it needs to be.
Right.
But
I pray and I thank the Most High that I am able to keep up with my bills, and I don't have no bill collector calling me. I get paid once a month, and on the 1st to the 3rd, everything come out the account. You know what I'm saying? And I give all praises for that, man. I ain't got nobody chasing me for no money,
Yeah, that's all praises, man. Hey, look, man, health, man. I don't know how many of us, because I talked to a sister earlier this week. She shared some stuff that she's going through. I think I shared it with some of the captains in the camp. Email message she sent me. You know what I'm saying? Yo, we got a lot of health issues in our nation, man. We got a lot of health issues. We got a lot of physical to mental, you know what I'm saying, emotional, spiritual issues, man, that's plaguing us daily. To the point where brothers and sisters can't travel and can't make it to feast days. You know what I'm saying? They want to be around each other. They want to, you know what I'm saying, keep the commandments, you know what I'm saying, be in the Most High good graces, but they physically aren't able to. So when you ask a brother and sister, how you doing? And you can get up and wake up this morning, you can go to work and you can, you know what I'm saying, do some of the things that another brother and sister can't. Man, count your blessings.
Right.
Count your blessings. Hey, listen, man. Hey, man, we know that through the Most High God, man, He can heal all wounds. He can heal all afflictions, and we praying for our nation, man. Let me get Romans 10:1 real quick. We about to get into this lesson, but this is a precept we haven't read in a minute. I haven't read this precept in a minute.
Romans 10:1.
Brother said 10:1, like that's foreign to.
All right.
You don't remember this precept right here?
I'm thinking about Acts. I'm thinking about Acts. All right. This is Romans 10:1. Brethren, my heart's desire and prayer to God for Israel is that they might be saved.
Hey, man, saved through all types of affliction, saved from our enemies, but also saved from the enemies that's health. You know what I'm saying? The contaminations of this world, man. Like we can't even find good food, man. Real food out here. Go get me a salad, man. All of the salad is wilted and white. They either white with no nutrients or they wilted and dying.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yo, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 14 says, heal me, O Lord, and I shall be healed. Save me, and I shall be saved, for thou art my praise. So we got to praise the Most High God each and every day for healing. All different forms of healing, man. And I know we got a lesson. I know we got a lesson. The division in spirit. Shaquata is teaching this lesson, but the Most High kind of put it on my spirit real quick. You know what I'm saying? To talk about this. Like I said, a sister sent me a message the other day, and I've been feeling exactly what she sent me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I was telling my sister the other day, man. I felt like crap. I felt like crap. You know what I'm saying? Some people be concerned about some of the things that we go through daily. But through the midst of it all, man, we gotta praise the Most High God. Let me get another one real quick, right? Ecclesiasticus, the book of Sirach, chapter 38 and verse 9.
Mm-hmm.
Book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 38 and verse 9. It says, "My son, and thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole." So in the midst of whatever it is that you're going through, right? Because we're plagued with curses. We're plagued with curses because of our forefather disobedience, because of our own disobedience in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? In the middle of everything that we go through, we can't be negligent. Me and Shaquat talked about this the other day. We got temptations at every corner that plague us too, man. Sometimes we trip up. We've been seeing what's been happening to our nation lately.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes we literally slip up into a trap that's set for our own want and our own heart's desire, which is desperately wicked, the scriptures say, right? In Jeremiah 17 and 17, right? Desperately wicked. 17 and 9, slide. But the fact of the matter is, man, don't be negligent in thanking the Most High God. Don't be negligent in praying to the Most High God, because he can make you whole, man.
Mm-hmm.
He will heal us, man, if we focus and give him what he deserves, man. Hey, man, let's give all honor and praise and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Hamashiach, Yahweh Shah, Tuwadi Yahweh, Tuwadi Yahweh, Tuwadi Yahweh. We ask and pray that the Most High God move throughout this lesson, throughout our lives, throughout our nation, healing us, protecting us, leading us, guiding us, and strengthening us, moving us towards our purpose as being the sons and daughters of the Most High God. You know what I'm saying? And we pray that the Most High God gives us discernment to make the best decisions moving forward, to be able to be closer to him. Hallelujah. Mm-hmm. Hey, man, my brother Shaquat is in the building, man, all the way from the Bay. He here to teach y'all early in the morning, because what time is it out there, bro?
8:15, man.
8:15. That brother's up.
Hey, man, we got to make our bodies a living sacrifice, right?
That's right.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, y'all know I don't be on here long. You know, I try to get straight to the point, but you know, like Aharon always say, Captain Aharon always say, you know, we're moving the spirit, right? And you know, I'm not gonna be talking about what y'all think I'm gonna be talking about, you know, with everything that's going on in the nation with certain brothers. You know, we already addressed that, and you know, we if you want to know our stands on it, you know, you can go to our page, and I think we put it out on Wednesday, right? But you know, so a little backstory about this lesson. So I had a brother hit me up. He's new in the truth, you know. I think he's like 6-7 months in the truth, and you know, he had that zeal, you know, to be teaching everybody, just like us. You know what I'm saying? We when we came into the truth, we wanted to let everybody know. We didn't care when it was, where it was, how it was. You know, we just wanted to let everybody know. And the brother was like, "Oh, my friends, they don't want to talk to me no more. You know, my family don't want to talk to me." And that kind of just made me want to bring this out, because a lot of us, you know, especially us that's been in the truth for like 3-4+ years, we go through that. You know what I'm saying? You know, I've lost some people that I don't talk to anymore. You know, I grew up with friends, red light, green light. I don't speak to them no more. You know what I'm saying? Every once in a while I might see them, or I'll see a post on Facebook or Instagram, but you know, we go through that, right? So this lesson is basically just for the people that's coming into this thing, and to show you that the more you get into learning who you are, learning your customs and all that kind of stuff in your culture, you're gonna lose some people. You might lose friends, you might lose your job, you might lose, family members, so forth and so forth, right? So that's who this lesson is for. Let's go to John 15, verse 18. Salakia. John 15 and 18.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you.
Right. So we see, we know the story, right? The Pharisees and the scribes, the Jews collectively, they say they wanted to kill Christ. You know what I'm saying? That's what they was out to do. And Salakia, man, I got this gas and it's coming up. This is crazy. But they was a good part on or they played a good part on making sure Christ was going to get crucified, right? And this was Christ's brothers, man. This was Christ's people, and coming into this truth, your people is going to do the same thing. It said, if the world hated you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you, right? Because we out here learning who we are, learning our culture, learning our heritage. This stuff is going to happen. People are going to, I don't want to say hate us, but, they're going to separate themselves from us, and if you look at the extent of what they did to Christ, you don't think your own people would do that to you? Should they do it now?
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They do it now, man. And it's people that's still in the world, and they do it too. Just imagine what's gonna happen when you show up to a family function, a family reunion. Like, yo, man, y'all can't be eating that pork. Y'all can't be cooking them ribs. And all y'all go to church. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna look at you crazy. They're gonna try to crucify you, man. There's a matter of fact, let's go to 19. Let's go to 19.
Can I read something real quick?
Yeah. Bring whatever precept you got. Bring it.
Hey, Shaquat made a mighty point, man, about the scribes and the Pharisees, right? The leaders. Listen, the scribes and the Pharisees were knowledgeable men, people that were endowed with wisdom. You know what I'm saying? When it come down to the law, but they still tried to find many different ways to crucify Christ. Mm-hmm. I just want to read this real quick, right? Luke chapter 9 and verse 22. It says, saying the Son of Man must suffer many things and be rejected of the elders and chief priests and scribes and be slain and be raised the third day. Yo, these things must happen. You know what I'm saying? These things must happen. Our in our own families, right? Slakia from long-winded. In our own family, we have people, our grandmothers, our aunties, those people who know God, right? They knew God for years, quote unquote. They knew God for years. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And they be the first one to tell you that you're in a cult. Be the first one to tell you that you know what I'm saying? You're doing something wrong by looking at, that's not my Christ, that's not my Jesus. And you know what I'm saying? The first one who will sacrifice you and put a bad name or put a bad label on your name, you know what I'm saying? Because you're not walking the way they forcing you to walk.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah, man. And you think like, so let me say this. So I watched this little TV series on Tubi, right? On Tubi, and it's
hey, listen, man, what Tubi be having some good shit. It ain't just ghetto shows no more.
Right.
It ain't just right. I seen some good stuff on Tubi, some informational stuff.
They starting to get the high quality stuff on there, man. Right? But it's called Street Legal, man. If y'all get a chance, y'all go ahead and watch it. you know. So it's about a group of black lawyers from Detroit, and they basically help, you know, people in their city with their court cases and stuff like that. So um, the sister went into the store and she started freaking out and saying she lost her son, right? But when they played back the video, they didn't see the son with her as she was walking in, and she kept saying like, "Yo, my son was with me." So they find the son's jacket in the bathroom, right? Moving forward. The way the son's bathroom, I mean, the way the son's jacket got in the bathroom was her son was saying something to her boyfriend at the house, and she ended up hitting him with a frying pan, knocked him out, right? And he was on the floor, and the boyfriend was like, "Oh, I think you killed him," so forth and so forth. So the mom went into the room to get his jacket, and the I guess previously they didn't show this, but the young boy and the boyfriend was arguing back and forth, and the young boy was telling him that, you know, you're not my daddy, I ain't got to listen to you, all that kind of stuff. So while the mom was away, the boyfriend grabbed the young boy's neck and just started choking him and was like, "Oh yeah, I know I'm not your daddy, I'm about to kill you, blah 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 blah." Oh, killed him, right? So
you were watching one of them ghetto shows.
Okay. but it was good quality though. It was good quality, man. Good quality, right? So moving back to the store, the jacket was put into the store an hour before the lady came into the store. So the boyfriend put the jacket in the store, right? So my point is this, is that people, you know, coming to this truth, people will do things to you, and they hold it on to things, waiting for you, you know, to mess up, right? They'll do anything, well, maybe not anything, but as you speaking this truth and you speaking what you learning and trying to tell them and stuff, they not gonna, you don't think that, you know, they holding on to that conversation. They're holding on to, I'm waiting for this dude to mess up so I can just, you know, put this information out, right?
Oh,
like I got you, nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's a spirit. That's a spirit on. That's a spirit on Israel. That's a spirit on us as a people, man. Receipts. Trying to catch you. I got you. I'm gonna hold on to this till I can expose you if I need to. Blackmail. That's what Diddy locked up for, I believe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. He got a lot of blackmail material on a lot of different people. What's the dude name? The dude who got killed in prison? Epstein.
Oh yeah,
he had a lot of blackmailable material on people.
Right. You know, and that's what I'm saying, is just like you explaining all this stuff to them, and you know, you might be texting them, whatever, phone call, what email, whatever, right? And they just holding on to it. They waiting for you to fall. Be like, "Oh, dang, wasn't you just you eating pork now? I thought you 6-7 months ago you wasn't eating pork. You were saying that we shouldn't eat pork." This brother, he don't know what he want to do, right? They hold on to this information, man. Kind of went on a tangent there, but read verse 19.
The book of John, chapter 15 and verse 19. If ye were of the world would love his own.
Mm-hmm.
But because ye are not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you.
Right. So when we were in the world, what was we doing? We was gangbangers, we was dope dealers, harlots, whoremongers, you know, all kind of wicked things, right? And some people in this truth is still doing that, man. Right? Some people in this truth is still living that type of lifestyle. And when you was doing that in the world, your friends loved you, right? They wanted you to continue smoking weed. They wanted you to continue, you know, trying to holler at females just to try to get some, and go to the parties and get drunk and stuff like that, right? And it was all good. It was all love, you know. But at the end of the day, we know when we come into this thing, we got to change our lives. You know what I'm saying? We have to be completely different. We can't be the same people that we was when we walked in. So now, as we changing, as you come into this truth, right? The world is going to hate you as it hated Christ, because you coming out correcting them. You coming out telling them, hey, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that, right? But as you get even further into this thing, you got to learn how to be wise as a serpent, right? And what he said, wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove, right? You don't have to be weird. Remember that lesson? Yeah. Why do you don't need to be weird or something like that, right? You don't gotta go to every function and every family function or whatnot and bring the Bible out. Just enjoy the time with your family, you know what I'm saying, or your friends or whatnot, right? But obviously you got to keep it, you know, lawful or whatnot. Give me Psalms. You got something? I see you looking for something.
Let me see if I even want to bring this out. I'll bring this out real quick. The book of Luke, chapter 6 and verse 31, right? Mm-hmm. And say ye what that men should do to you, that you also to them likewise, right? If I have a situation or a function, or if I got brothers over my crib, right, I wouldn't want somebody else, even if they're of the world, to come into my situation bringing worldly things or overpowering what I got going on with their opinions. You know what I'm saying? Or how they feel, or how I should be moving. You know what I'm saying? There's a time and a place for everything. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't talk to your family or talk to your brothers, but maybe you pick that right time that could be what's the word I want to use, more successful. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Pray on it. Maybe y'all having a conversation, it's just you and them, and like, yo, listen, you got some time, let me show you something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe you might not want to do that in front of a whole bunch of Christians, and they all doing you know what I'm saying, a Christian function, a Christianity function, a church function. You know what I'm saying? Or in the middle of their prayer line. My mother doesn't even invite me to their prayer lines because she feels like I'm gonna get into the Bible in the middle of her Bible study or her prayer line with a whole bunch of church members. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, I could talk about the goodness of the Lord without letting them know that, you know what I'm saying, the Israelites are the chosen people.
Right. Yeah.
You know. But where do you want to go?
Give me Psalms 41 and 9. Go there too.
The book of Psalms, chapter 41 and verse 9. Yea, mine own familiar friend in whom I trusted, which did eat of my bread, have lifted up his heel against me.
So you remember, I'm teaching this lesson for the people that's coming into this truth and learning who they are, right? And you know, brothers can write these precepts down, sisters can write these precepts down, and you know, can teach the same lesson to somebody that's just starting their walk, right? It say, yea, my own familiar friend whom I have trusted, which did eat of my bread, had lifted up his heel against me. Look, it's times where, don't get me wrong, there's times where I sit here and I see pictures, you know, of my friends that grew up together. They all go out with their families and their friends, and you know, it kind of hurt. Like, damn, man, that's crazy. You know, I grew up with y'all and y'all ain't trying to rock with me. You know what I mean? Based off stuff that I've said in the past, right? But you know, these people that I grew up with, you know, we don't really speak anymore. You know, I've known these brothers since when we was little, man. Red light, green light. You know what I'm saying? Where you had to. I put a post up the other day. My kid asked me about, oh, what did you play on the iPad when you was younger? iPad. Shoot, I'm sitting here talking in the fan, sounding like a robot. You know what I'm saying? And I gotta walk to my friend's house to see if he's home. Then if he ain't home, I gotta walk back home. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how far I go back with the people I grew up with, right? And they eat at my house, we eat at their house, they spend the night, I spend the night, and now it feel like your family is coming against you. Your friends is coming against you because you're teaching the truth, right? Give me Job 19 real quick. Job 19 and 13.
The book of Job, chapter 19 and verse 13. He has put my brethren far from me, and my acquaintance are verily estranged from me.
So look, the Most High, there's a reason why the Most High is separating you from everybody else, right? When you bring these scriptures out to your acquaintances, to your family, your friends, and they not understanding it and they not getting it, they not trying to hear it, so y'all separate, y'all distance yourself from them. It's either, I look at it as one or two things. One, it's not meant for them, right? Because there's some people that you tell, they listen and they get it right away, right? Or two, it's just not their time, right? Some people, it take a little longer for them to understand it, and some people they just don't want to deal with it whatsoever, right? So the Most High, he's separating you from these people. So one, you can probably get out of this worldly stuff, you know what I'm saying, and two, you don't be hit with these temptations. Maybe you used to smoke weed with these brothers. Maybe you used to go out drinking all the time, right? Going to the bar after work, working all week to go to the bar on Friday and get wasted. What do you say? White boy wasted, right? But the Most High is go ahead.
Now I was gonna say, hey sister, that girl used to hang out with was a hoe. She had a horrible behavior. You know what I'm saying? And now the Most High God has separated you. You know what I'm saying, from that person, that brother who you know what I'm saying, whatever it is, he scammed, he did this, he did that, then separated you from that person. Like you said, that was a mighty point to stop that temptation from even being around you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need that energy.
Right.
Yo, listen, even when it comes to listen, I'll tell you this, right? Salakia. I can't really listen too much of the rap music like I used to listen to.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up on it. I grew up on hardcore New York up north rap. You know what I'm saying? Like killing, what can I say? Killing niggas, stabbing niggas, shoot a nigga dead. I grew up on that.
That boom bap.
You know, I can't listen to that. I can't listen to too much of that because it gets into my spirit. Most High God done separated me from that. So if I'm riding in the car with a brother who's just not playing nothing but that, like, what do you think is feeding my spirit? What's feeding that brother's spirit?
Yeah,
I think that's what you were just talking about, right?
Yeah, calm. Read 14 as well.
Hey, Rue, I got you, right? But you said something too about how it's not for everybody, and I don't know if you was going there. And I'm not gonna keep interrupting.
No. Go ahead. If you whatever you want to bring out.
I was gonna say unless I wanted to, but the book of Matthew, chapter 13 to verse 11, right? It says, and he answered and said unto them, because it is given unto you to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It's not given unto everybody to know the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. That's why so many people don't understand the scriptures.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you'll talk about it all day. You'll give them examples. You'll show them your precepts. It just makes so much sense to you, right? Mm-hmm. But to them, they're not given the mysteries. They're not given the understanding to understand the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Or at least, like you said, it's not their time yet.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what you wanted to go to 14?
Verse 14. But everybody has a time, right? Everybody has a time. There was a time where, I was praying to the Most High for like 2 or 3 years, like, reveal yourself to me, show me who you are, blah, 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 right? And one day I was in my kitchen making breakfast for my kids before they went to school. And I seen this video. And that was my time right there. You know what I'm saying?
You know what's dope about that? You know what's crazy, Shaquai? It's like we just having a conversation.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Right? Yo, I used to pray all the time that the Most High God show me whoever was out there, right? Whatever spirit I was praying to, which was the Most High God. Eventually, I realized that to show me who I should be praying to, the God of my ancestors, because I needed a sense of belonging. So I wanted the God of my ancestors to answer my prayers. I didn't know who I was praying to. I didn't believe what the church say, pray to Jesus, and I didn't believe that. I didn't, I took my shahada. I went into Islam for a minute. I didn't believe in the little, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be too disrespectful. I didn't believe in Allah, you know what I'm saying, as being the supreme God or how they look at it. I didn't believe in that. So who am I? I'm looking into the God of my ancestors to come and talk to me and teach me and show me the way. And eventually he showed me.
Right.
Which is amazing.
Yeah. It was your time. I remember you told me the story. You was actually looking for Sakari. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. That's crazy.
It was your time. And the video I seen, it was crazy because the title is what caught me. And the title was Israelite cuts Esau. And I'm thinking they about to fight. You know what I'm saying? I'm being wicked. See, I want to see somebody get stabbed. I
want to see blood.
You know what I'm saying? And it was y'all were all teaching about slavery to this Edomite dude in the Bible, and that was like blew my mind. But anyway, let's read 14 and we'll move on.
The book of Job, chapter 19 and verse 14. My kinsfolk have failed, and my familiar friends have forgotten me.
Man, like I said earlier, I see pictures and videos of my friends and their family and stuff like that. And sometimes I do feel like, damn, I'm missing out, right? I feel like I'm missing out, like they forgot about me. You know what I'm saying? And I come to realize that I got new family, right? I call her around 3 o'clock in the morning and talk about whatever I'm going through, and I can call him anytime, right? This is my brother, man. He knows some deep stuff about me. Stuff that
we know deep stuff about each other.
Yeah, and I couldn't do that with my other friends, right? The people I grew up with. It's even family members. It's family members that have no clue what the hell is going on, right? But when like I said earlier, when the Most High, he separates you, he's going to have you come into something that's going to benefit you, and in the end, right? You might lose some friends coming into this thing, even now. But you're going to gain some new friends, new families, new brothers, new sisters that's on the same page as you. You know what I'm saying? Let's get 1 Peter 4 and 3.
That's beautiful what you just said. I'm actually working on the lesson, right? Me and my mom was talking, and I don't know how many of y'all ever went to church when y'all was younger, and y'all ever had communion. You said 1 Peter what?
4 and 3.
All right, y'all ever had communion? And they used to go around. I don't know, when I was young, they used to go around into the altar, get to communion, and they come and then they'll leave. So the dude used to say, my mom's reminded me recently, he says, as these depart, let others come. And it's crazy how you said that, because I'm actually start working on a lesson about it, because it's gonna be a lot of people that depart out of your life at the same time. The Most High God is moving other people into position
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To either be friends, to either be business partners, to prayer warriors, whatever it is that you need. They move wives, husbands, moving people into your position, you know what I'm saying, for a purpose. So as these people depart out of your lives, you know what I'm saying, expect other people to come, you know what I'm saying, if it's the Most High God's will.
Right. Yeah, man. Yep.
So First Peter 4:3, you want it?
Yeah.
Time. First Peter chapter 4 and verse 3. For the time past of our life may suffice us to have wrought the will of the Gentiles, when we walked in lasciviousness, lust, excess of wine, revelings, banquetings, and abominable idolatries.
And when we was in the world, man, that's exactly what was happening. You know, lasciviousness, man. That's you trying to be freaky, man. You know what I'm saying? And lusting, you know, you go to the club, like, damn, she got a down south booty. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And excess of wine is just being drunk and, you know, just doing too much, man. Banqueting, partying, like the times of Noah, right? People was partying all day, all night, being merry, you know, doing all this diddy stuff, you know what I'm saying? And that's what we was doing, being Gentiles, not knowing who we are in the Gentile state of mind, being quote unquote hey, shalom, ma.
Shalom, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shabrakatah.
You know, being Gentiles, living in that state of mind, and just being wicked, man. But the crazy thing is, like, someone tried to hit me the other day and was like, so you never what did he say? You never you didn't have a conscience when you was doing the stuff that you was doing. And I told him, like, because we was talking about the law and stuff, and I told him, like, look, regardless if I had a conscience or not, I still wasn't keeping the laws of God, right? So my point is, that's what we was doing, man. We was being Gentiles in the flesh and being Gentiles in the mind, right? Read verse 4.
We in the First Peter chapter 4 and verse 4. Wherein they think it strange that ye run not with them to the same excess of riot, speaking evil of you.
Right, like I said, man. Now your people that you grew up with, your family, they think you weird because you actually read in the book that we all grew up reading or supposed to be reading, right?
Hey, not only that you reading the book, but you ain't moving in the world like how they want you to move. Right. I know a brother, right, who he came into this truth. He got his wife to start dressing different. So his wife would come around her family, and then her family would be like, yo, what are you doing? Why are you looking like this? Because they want to see her in halter tops and booty shorts.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Her own family want to see her. Why does your own family want to see your body? They want to see you showing off your body. So they think evil of you when you're not moving like the world moves. Like you brought out earlier, the world hated you. You know who we hated first? They first hated Christ.
Yeah.
They first hated the spirit of the law of the Most High God.
Mm-hmm.
They first hated wisdom when it comes down to it.
Yeah, that's very, very true, man. And like I said, it's us being in a Gentile state of mind and living the American way, right? America teaches you nothing but be in debt and sell your body. You know what I'm saying? Sell your body, be in debt, and you know we can't live that way. Obviously, you know what I'm saying.
Sell your soul.
Say it again.
Sell your soul.
Yeah, sell your soul, man. Something strange for a piece of change, man. That's crazy. Something crazy, man. Let's go to 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 14.
You mind if I get a precept in there before we go?
Yeah. Well, let me say this. You can bring any precept out you want, you know, because this lesson ain't really long. So
just going back to the point of what you was talking about, like when you first come into this truth. This is 2 Timothy 2:15, which we all know. Study to show thyself approved unto God, a workman that needeth not be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth. So, like when you come into this thing, you ain't doing it for your family and friends. That's just a byproduct of you showing yourself approved unto the Most High God.
Mm-hmm.
The end part is what I wanted to emphasize on that with, because like y'all was saying, you start dressing different, you start doing things different, you ain't going out and getting brunch on the Shabbat, these sort of things. And so it says rightly dividing the word of truth. Like most of them, you know, I love God and this, that, and he told me this. And over years, like y'all was talking about earlier, you know, from all their 30 years in the church, they think that they have the word of truth, but they ain't rightly dividing it, determined by the Most High God. So
that's right. Right, man. Come on. 2 Corinthians 6:14.
You got it?
I'll get to 2 Corinthians 6:14.
Come on.
This is a book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 14. Be ye not unequally yoked together with unbelievers. For what fellowship hath righteousness with unrighteousness? And what communion hath light with darkness?
Right. So Paul is pretty much telling us, man, don't be around people that is unequally yoked. Right. Step away from them. Get away from them, man. Because you can fall back to temptation and follow. What does it say? Go back to your old vomit. Yeah. Right. If you trying to live righteously, you know, you ain't gonna be smoking no weed, you ain't gonna be getting drunk, you know, you're not gonna be trying to smash this and smash that, right? That's why Paul is telling us, man, to get away from them type of people, you know. Again, just so you won't go back and try to follow your old vomit and live unrighteously, right? Jump to verse 17.
Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them.
Why you jumping? Read straight through.
Oh, go ahead.
No, read 15. Read 15 real quick.
2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 15. And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Belial. Sorry. And what concord hath Christ with Belial? Or what part hath he that believeth with an infidel?
The reason why I wanted to read that, right? Because Belial is or the son of Belial is worthless. You know what I'm saying? What concord or what connection can you possibly have with Christ? Does Christ have with the Spirit of the Lord with somebody that's worthless to the Most High God, has no purpose or usefulness to moving God's will forward? You know what I'm saying? What part does he have with the believer that believeth with the infidel or with the unbeliever? Someone that's literally, I keep bringing it up, who literally going to continue to habitually be a line step or habitually be a liar or habitually go against the Most High God.
Right.
Like, what connection can there possibly be when it comes down to it? It starts getting into, we don't necessarily have to read 16, Salaki, if I said read on down. I just wanted to hit 15. But 16 starts going into idol worshiping. A lot of times the separation, because the matter of fact, Salaki, Sirach 10 and 12.
Get that, Cap?
Yeah,
I'm here. I can read it.
Okay.
So the book of Sirach, chapter 10 and verse 12, right? The beginning of pride, right? The beginning of pride is when one departed from God, and his heart is turned away from his maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that have it shall pour out abominations. And therefore the Lord brought them a strange calamities and overthrew them ultimately. Pride and idolatry goes hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself an idol or somebody that's an idol because of pride. Somebody is in position to be an idol in your life because they're proud or because you put them on a pedestal. You know what I'm saying? It literally separates you from the Most High God, separates you from your maker. and it's the beginning of sin at the end of the days. So when you go into 16, you know what I'm saying? What agreement has the temple of God with idols? Whether it's of your own making, or if it is you yourself, you know what I'm saying? What agreement has the Most High God? You know what I'm saying? Because you are the temple of the Most High God, right? What agreement does he have that with idolatry, man?
That's cold.
Now just read 16 real quick, and then we go right to where Shaquat wanted.
This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6 verse 16. And what agreement hath the temple of Yahweh with idols? For ye are the temple of the living God. As Yahweh have said, I will dwell in them and walk in them, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people.
Hey, the Most High God ain't dealing with you if you're dealing with idolatry, man. If you are prideful, or if you putting somebody else on a pedestal and worshiping that thing or person, the Most High God ain't going to continue to deal with you. Whether it's a respective person's type of situation, or it's I gotta get that bag so bad. We talked about this. We started this class talking about financial woes and not having enough and bills. Yeah. No matter what situation we in, we can't allow the bag or fortune, fame, whatever it is that we want to be a god, man. You know what I'm saying? Because our heart's desires will literally separate us from the Most High God. We talked about that earlier too, Jeremiah 17:9. Our heart is desperately wicked. Our mind is desperately wicked.
And
my bad.
And it's when you in debt, man, and you don't know, like, you in debt, you living check to check, and you trying to have these side hustles to bring this debt down, man. It's gonna be hard. Right? It's going to be hard to make the decision to make the money, to get out of debt, stress, issues within the household because of the money. It's hard, man, to choose being quote unquote righteous or to go make this money. It's a hard thing, bro. It's a hard thing, man. But you gotta choose up, man. You gotta choose up. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's read 17.
Verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them, and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Right. So this is a quote. I don't know if y'all noticed, but this is a quote from Isaiah 52:11, right? And Paul is just pretty much making the point of, the people who you're talking to, the people that you're dealing with, if they try not to have you keep the laws, the statutes and commandments, and they not trying to continue, if they're not trying to help you be righteous, just get away from them. Stay away from them, man. That's the main point there, So again, I'm just gonna repeat this because I said it earlier that this lesson is for the people that's coming into this thing and really don't know how to handle the situations because they got all that zeal and they just want to teach everybody, and they losing family members, losing friends, losing jobs, so forth and so forth, right? Give me
don't go past too fast. Don't go past too fast, right? Because I know you're moving past it. Yo, read 17 one more time.
Come on, 2 Corinthians chapter 6 and verse 17. Wherefore come out from among them.
Come from amongst my people. What's that? Revelations 18?
18, yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if you was going to touch on that a little later.
No. Go ahead.
Hey, listen, I got like two things I'm thinking now. You called that, and it made me think about all types of scriptures, right? Read that real quick, and if you can get Revelation 18 just to hit that major point, I want to get something else too. Read that. Continue to read that.
Come and be ye separate, saith Yahweh, and touch not the unclean thing, and I will receive you.
Yo, if you be separate, right? If you be separate, because I I know what Shaquat is going to, right? But the point of the division in the spirit being separate from the people that have chosen the world. The people have chosen death when you go down to Deuteronomy chapter 30. Choose life or choose death, right? Those people who have chosen the things that goes against the ways of the Most High God, right? In Joshua chapter 6 and verse 18, when we were going into Jericho, the Most High God gave us a commandment, right? Or gave us a commandment. It's in verse 18, we get right to the point, right? You was going there, Shaquat?
No. I didn't
Verse
think
18, right to the point, right? It says, and ye in any wise keep yourself from the accursed thing, lest ye make yourself accursed. When you take of the accursed thing and make the camp of Israel a curse and trouble it. Listen, man, you dealing with an accursed thing, something the Most High God told you not to deal with, can affect your whole household, can affect your body, like the whole temple of God, what we were just reading, can it affect your whole nation. Can literally affect the whole nation, man, when you deal with the accursed thing, when you deal with the thing that Most High God told you don't deal with. Listen, think about it, man. Think about it. Think of what's happening today. Think of what's been happening since you came into Israel. Think about things that's happened that you heard about before you even knew about Israelites.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
People have been touching the accursed thing, man. They've been dealing and dabbling in situations and things that they didn't need to deal with. You know what I mean? And it affects not only themselves, but it affects a whole nation, man. Real quick, let's just touch that revelation, then we move on.
There's Revelations 18:4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues.
Yo, that sounds like what we just read in Joshua, right? But at the end of the day, if you come out of her, come out of those people that's begging for the plagues, because the plagues and the curses will be reversed and put on our enemies, because they are the border of wickedness. They've set the standard of going against the Most High God, right? So as long as we set the standard of choosing life and choosing the ways of the Most High God in righteousness, you know what I'm saying? We're coming out of the ways of this world. The Most High, in 2 Corinthians chapter 6, the Most High God says that he will receive you. 18 says, and will be a father unto you, and you should be my sons and daughters, says the Lord Almighty. You are you.
Come on, man. It's mighty, man. Let's go to Revelations 12, and we can start at 1. The point is 2, but we can start at 1. I'm sorry, Romans 12 and 1.
So like, yeah, I was on mute the whole time. You mind if I drop a precept in there?
Say it again.
You mind if I get a precept in there?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just going back to the point of come out of those people, and like y'all was talking about earlier, your family members, your friends, looking at you different once you start studying this word and acting on it, and doing the will of the Most High, right? I got Matthew 12 and 50. For whosoever shall do the will of my Father which is in heaven, the same is my brother and sister and mother. That's so right. Like we was talking about, the Most High is going. You have to entrust the Most High that He gonna put the correct people around you when you start doing the correct thing yourself, and adhering to His will. So,
come on. He's gonna put you around people that is going to uplift you. You know, keep you in the spirit, keep you accountable, right? And because the people in the world, they say they keep it real, but they really don't. They're not. Trust me, they're not gonna sit here and tell you, "Hey, man, you shouldn't be smoking weed, or you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that." They will most likely tell you, "Hey, pass me the blunt, man." You know what I'm saying? You know, and yeah, he put people in your life that, like I said, is gonna keep you accountable and make sure you on the right path. You know what I mean?
It's gonna separate you, like the last few verses that we was talking about. It's gonna separate you from those people who are doing those worldly things, and so, you know.
Romans 12 and 1.
It's the book of Romans, chapter 12 and verse 1. I beseech you, therefore, brethren, by the mercies of Yahweh, that ye present your bodies a living sacrifice, holy, acceptable unto Yahweh, which is your reasonable service.
Go ahead.
And be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind, that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect will of God.
Right. So we can't be conformed to this world, man. When we dealing with those type of people, we gotta separate ourselves, especially if you're just coming into this thing 6 months, a year, around that time, because again, there's going to be temptations. There's going to be what's the word I'm looking for? Temptations and eagerness. I don't know if that's the right word, but eagerness to try to do what you was doing prior to, right? It said, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. When you come into this thing, you're going to have to change your mindset, right? You're going to have to be baptized, right? You're going to have to be baptized, and not in water. I mean, we teach that if you want to get dunked in water, go right ahead, right? It's just a symbolism. But the real baptism comes from your state of mind, state of you wanting to do what the Most High is telling you to do, having faith in Christ, keeping the commandments, right? It's a whole mindset. Then he said that ye may prove what is that good and acceptable and perfect, the will of God, right? We're always trying to strive to do the will of the Lord. Separate yourselves, learn the doctrine, learn what you teaching, or learn what your if you're in the camp or congregation, learn what they're teaching, right? Study to show thyself approved.
That's right.
And then go teach your people. You don't need to be in a rush. Trust me. We was all there.
Hey.
Trying to teach everybody. Somebody hit you with a question you ain't never heard before. Oh man, I'm gonna get back to you on that.
I'm gonna get back to you. You start calling people up.
Right.
Yo,
right.
What does this mean?
Using a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? Using a lifeline, right? And it's just something that that we just have to do. Learn to study, learn to while we're studying, separate yourself just for a little bit. It's just nothing wrong with it. I know I feel bad at some time because I felt it. I'm pretty sure other brothers felt it as well. It's hard to separate yourselves from the people that you grew up with for so long, right? But
what you teaching right now is patience.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? The scriptures say, "In the patience possess ye your souls." Right? Your soul becomes stronger through patience, through endurance, through going through things, through learning, through having better understanding. Right. You become stronger and being built up. You know what I'm saying? I like when Naquan from Watchman for Israel, he says when he gives a blessing to the elect, and he says, to them brothers who not ready to teach yet, but steady learning.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Shalom to all of them brothers. Yo, I like when he does that because he's telling brothers, man, take your time. Build yourself up in the spirit, man.
Right. Right.
That's what James told us.
Yeah. Yep. You're right. But like Christ said, man, if they hated me, they definitely gonna hate you. You know what I mean? And Christ also taught that you were gonna be divided, right? You was gonna he was gonna put you against your father, your mother, your brother-in-law, your sister-in-law. You know what I'm saying? So if Christ taught it, damn well it's gonna happen. Let's go to Luke 12 and 51.
the book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 58. When thou goest with thine adversary to the magistrate, as thou art in the way.
Salakia, 12 and 51.
51. So book of Luke, chapter 12 and verse 51. Suppose ye that I am come to give peace on earth? I tell you, nay, but rather division.
Christ came to divide people, man. So when you out there and people saying, "Oh, Christ, he's coming to bring everybody back together," and it's gonna be kumbaya, you know what I'm saying? No, no, hell no. He's coming to divide people, right? Keep reading.
Verse 52. For from henceforth there shall be 5 in one house divided, 3 against 2, and 2 against 3.
It's it's gonna be 5 people in your household, or maybe even more, maybe less, right? And it's gonna be your mom's against your dad. You might be teaching your mom come into it like, dang, that's true. We are the Israelites, but your dad ain't feeling that, right? Your dad might be Muslim or Baptist or Buddhist. I don't know what they call that, right? But Buddhist. Yeah, a Buddhist, right? I said Buddhist.
I don't know what you said. That wasn't even a word, but go ahead. Continue.
I know, right? I know. But the point is, it's gonna be division in the household, man. Right? Keep reading. 53.
Verse 53. The father shall be divided against the son, and the son against the father.
Mm-hmm.
The mother against the daughter, and the daughter against the mother. The mother-in-law against her daughter-in-law, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law.
Now, imagine your family been going to church for many generations, learning the same thing, the same doctrine, that the slave masters was teaching, right? Ain't nothing changed, right? And then all of a sudden you bring this new stuff in the house. Their entire lives, they believe God love everybody, right? All you got to do is have faith. You can eat this, you can eat that, right? Because Peter said this. You bring it, they know they've learned all this stuff for many years. Then you bring this new revelation that you've gotten. You don't think there's gonna be problems in the household, man? You don't think it's gonna be problems with your friends? You know what I'm saying? Other family members. It's gonna be issues, bro. So just be aware of what I don't want to say what you're getting yourself into, but just be aware of what's going to happen. You know what I mean? So that's why you have to, like Captain Al-Haran said, have patience.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Study. You might throw in something, to them every once in a while, but don't just drop it all on the plate all at once. You know what I'm saying? Don't just give it to them all. They they really gonna kick you out the house. You're gonna be homeless, man. I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen. But like I said earlier, man, this is a new family that you will gain from being in the truth, right? Give me Sirach 37 and 15. Sirach 37 and 15.
I got you. The book of Sirach, chapter 37 and verse 15. And above all this, pray to the Most High that he will direct thy ways in truth.
Mm-hmm. Now, this is what you want to do, man. When you coming into this thing and you seeing what's going on, you want to pray to the Most High that the right people, he will place the right people in your life, right? You want to pray that the people that's coming into your life can keep you in the right direction, so you don't go back to what you was doing prior to. Because there's some people that got that zeal for like a year and a half, 2 years, 3 years, and then all of a sudden they just bug outs.
Mm.
This is a marathon, man. It's not a race, right? I mean, you're not sprinting. You're trying to keep a steady pace, man. Right? You're trying to keep a steady pace. Get Proverbs 16:7. Proverbs 16:7. If y'all got anything else, man, this is gonna be my last precept.
Wow, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 16 and verse 7. When a man's ways please Yahweh, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him.
Right? So although you might be going against your family members, and it's hell going on in this household. When they start seeing that your mind has changed and you staying consistent with what you're doing, and you praising the Most High, right? And you keeping the commandments, and you're not what's the word? Sliding back to your old ways. Eventually, somebody gonna catch on to it and see what you're doing, and they might even inquire about what you're doing and why you always joyful and you don't do this. You wear them little tassel things on your shirts, and you don't eat pork no more, right? They let me read that again. When a man's ways please the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're doing all this stuff, your mom's noticing it, your dad might be noticing it, and they wasn't talking to you for 6 to 8 months. But all of a sudden they see the consistency, and they see and they hit you with the question, oh, so what is, I was reading, and what does this mean? And because you had patience and you were studying, you can answer that question. And now you start to build your relationship over again. Now they don't quote unquote hate you anymore. They're at peace with you, right? And you showing them slowly but surely, Yeah, man. If y'all, like I said, if y'all got anything else, that's all I really have, man. Like I told y'all, man, this lesson wasn't gonna be too long. It was about an hour or so, and yeah, man. I hope y'all understand. I hope y'all get the picture that I was trying to paint. That's all I got, man. That's all I got.
Salaki, let me get in there real quick.
Yeah.
I got a precept in James. I'm gonna go James 1:3. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience. So like the brother was just bringing out, you starting to study. Now you starting to do things differently. You starting to wear your fringes. Like you said, you're not eating pork. On Saturdays, you ain't going out to the family brunch. So these things might cause some strife amongst family and friends, right? But you're adhering to what the Most High commanded you to do. And so within that, that's going to work patience, because you having faith that I'm doing the right thing by reading these words and then implementing and applying it into my day-to-day life, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so verse 4, the next verse says, but let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing. That's the main goal for everybody. Everybody wants to be secure and know that they're on the right path and know that they don't need or want for anything. But that's gonna come with a little strife if you following the Most High. So continue to put up that good fight. It's gonna work your patience. It's gonna try you for sure. But as Iraq told us, we know gold is tried in the fire, right? So
man, adversity. That's right.
Con. So just have faith and know that you ain't gonna want for nothing as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's gonna come to a point where they're gonna have to respect you.
Cause this got to come. It's got, like, it's the truth, so it's got to come to pass. Like that's the biggest thing that I fought for so long. Even like with doing things that are different and feeling and looking different, is like eventually y'all gonna get it.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm up here like, yo, come on, like, hey.
Right.
And, it might take you some time now, but gotta exude that patience and just keep doing the will of the Most High.
Hit Hebrews 10:36 for me to go with that patience. Because
Con.
everybody won't get it though. Everybody won't get it. You know what I'm saying? Because wisdom is crying out in the streets, man. How long, ye simple ones, we love simplicity? How long will we continue to reject wisdom? Everybody won't get it, but those who are meant to get it will get it regardless. You know what I'm saying? Of what you do. Get that, and let me get something else too.
10 and what?
36.
10 and 36. Con. Because it say every knee shall bow, every knee shall confess. So they gonna know. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10 and verse 36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of Yahweh, ye might receive the promise.
That's right, man. So you have need of patience, but after you've done the will of the Most High God, you will receive a promise. Go to 1 Corinthians 3 and 6.
1 Corinthians 3 and 6.
Sometimes using wisdom, right? It's not what happens if you have a plant and you water them too much? They drown, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
So you got to use wisdom to know how to grow anything.
Right.
I ain't even gonna front. I tell all the time I got a brown thumb when it comes down to plants. But you know what I'm saying? I have preserved one or two in my day. You know what I'm saying? Because timing on when to water them is important. When to give them sunlight is important.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So read this real quick.
This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 6. I have planted, Apollos watered, but God have the increase.
At the end of the day, right? Yeah, God gave the increase. At the end of the day, right? You might plant a seed by showing forth how disciplined and how determined you are on this walk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You be like, yo, I'm not working on the Sabbath, or I'm not doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm not eating pork no more. I'm not eating shrimp no more. And your family or your friends see that, you might plant a seed just in that alone. Mm-hmm. Having yourself as the example, right? What we read in 12 and 1, having your body as a living sacrifice.
Right.
So somebody else might just come and water after you planted that seed.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, the Most High God will give the increase on who He chooses to give the increase to. You know what I'm saying? So let's just stay mindful and move in wisdom. Understand that the Most High God's plan and His time might not be your time and your plan. You know what I'm saying? I've lost friends. I had a really good friend. You know what I'm saying? In this before I came into the truth, and I thought me and this brother, man, was all into everything. This brother was a deep thinker. I tell you that he was a deep thinker. You know what I'm saying? But once I came into this truth, and I told him, man, this is it. He says, man, I just can't find myself learning from anybody. I just can't see myself learning from anybody. You know what I'm saying? And that pride, go back to that pride can be your destruction. You know what I'm saying? Because what does Christ say? You have to come back as a babe.
Mm-hmm.
Be willing to be retaught again. When it's time for you to be a teacher, you have need for someone to teach you again. Right. That's the first principles of the oracles of God. You know what I'm saying? So man, humility is so important in this walk, man. Patience, endurance, all of these key points or words that we use in the day, in dealing with the division in your family, the division in people that you deal with daily, the people that you actually love and care for.
Come.
But yeah, I ain't gonna hold you too long, man. This is like one of the shortest lessons we ever did.
Hey, it's all right, man. You get straight to the point. Oh man, but yeah, man.
Hey, before we end, let me say something real quick, right? Because I love the point that you made, but I want to let people to know the division is not a new thing.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say real quick, right? Somebody grab me Deuteronomy 7:6, and somebody else grab me Numbers 16.
Hey, I say the same thing.
Yeah, because Shaquata's teaching a point about how, you know what I'm saying, not to, you know what I'm saying, be overbearing on family members and brothers and sisters. But there's another point in there that you will lose people. Christ said, man, well, he come to bring division, right? Didn't he say that?
Come.
We get 7:6 real quick.
Come. It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people unto Yahweh thy God. And Yahweh thy God hath chosen thee to be a special people unto himself, above all people that are upon the face of the earth.
So what does holy mean?
Set apart.
You asking us?
Kadash.
Let me get Leviticus 20 and 26.
Leviticus 20 and 26. Leviticus,
Antonio.
20 and 26, you said?
Yeah.
Yep. This is Leviticus 20 and 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy, and have severed you from other people, that ye should be mine.
That's right, man. That's a division.
Separate.
In order to be holy, you have to be divided. You have to be separate. It's not a new concept. Yo, let's go to Numbers real quick. Numbers 16. Let's start at 19. I think we want to read down to like 22 or something like that. And I'm gonna yield after that.
16.
Yeah, number 16. I think I want to start at 19.
And so like before I get that, what people relic Christ for is how he was able to hold and stay steadfast in the Most High God's will and word of what he requested. They looked at him and knew that he was showing the characteristics of what God literally said, wrote, right?
Mm.
And it's like, that's how they knew he was the Christ, right? And it doesn't translate or go to people or to us that we should be walking doing the same thing. They should be able to look at the things that we do and be like, oh, bro, I remember in church somebody was saying God said we were supposed to be doing that.
Mm-hmm.
Like it blows my mind that that's what we know Christ for. But it's like they put him as being otherly or angelic so that it takes the onus or the responsibility off of us to adhere and be therefore perfect, just as your Father in heaven. So like, it's just wild to me. But yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm.
16 and 22.
Let's start at 19.
19. This is the book of Numbers, chapter 16 and verse 19. And Korah gathered all the congregation against them unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And the glory of Yahweh appeared unto all the congregation.
So what happened? What we talking about, right? Korah was somebody who was a Levite who actually got a whole bunch of other people to rebel against the Most High God. Literally, he rebelled against Moses. But the Most High God has chosen Moses to be his speaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he literally rebelled against Moses. Continue to read.
Verse 20. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and unto Aaron, saying, separate yourselves from among this congregation, that I may consume them in a moment.
Yo, he says, separate yourself, even in the midst of Israel, even in the midst of the congregation, man. If you see somebody that's going against the word of God, man, because at that particular point in time, Moses would have been passing on the word of God. You know what I'm saying? He was writing down, he was conveying, I should say, the word of God to the people. So anybody that's going against that, the Most High God says, separate from them, and I may consume them in a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
So, man, you gotta mark those people, man. You know what I'm saying? The scripture says, mark them that cause division. Not that there won't be division, but mark them that cause division, right? And leave them alone. Separate yourself from them. So even in the midst of us trying to win souls and win our family over to the Most High God's side, if there's anyone who's telling you, yo, you can't do this, don't go to camp, don't read the Bible, God ain't real, any of those words should be triggers for you.
Right. Red flag.
Right. Oh.
You know what I'm saying? You should hear alarms in the back of your neck with the vein in the back of your neck. That should be pulsating.
Christ don't require you to do anything, brother.
Man,
you aren't worthy enough to do anything for Christ.
You know what I'm saying? And don't trim your ways to seek love either.
Yeah. Thank you.
Hey man, I yield.
Yeah, man.
Hey, great class though, Shaquat, man. Antonio, man. Brothers came out mighty with the precepts, man. All praise to the Most High God. Hey man, the numbers was pretty good too, man. A lot of people, it's not all about the numbers, but a lot of people enjoyed this lesson. I got a text message from my brother. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was a mighty lesson early on. He already was liking the lesson. So all praise to the Most High,
praises, man. All praises. Y'all gonna be seeing me more often,
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say like once or twice a month. We'll see.
Hey, listen, man. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
That gives me more time to work on other lessons.
Come.
I can get a little bit deeper every once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I love it.
Try to stay in the spirit. You know what I'm saying?
I love it. Don't forget, y'all. Dang, I don't have the flyer up. I don't have the flyer in here. But don't forget the fast, nationwide fast, Sunday at evening. Mm-hmm. Sunday at evening, nationwide fast. We all fasting for our nation. Obviously to hopefully pray that the Most High God will accept us, work on us, and heal us. You know what I'm saying? As a nation, as individuals, man, I pray for healing on our mental state, on our physical bodies, man, our financial situations. You know what I'm saying? All the different things that bogs us down, that are stumbling blocks into in front of our growth. You know what I'm saying? We pray that the Most High God will remove those things out of our way, those temptations that blocks us all. You know what I'm saying? Those things that hits us that we can't even see. We pray that the Most High God will help us see better. You know what I'm saying? Just heal us in general, man. So we praying for our nation, man, as a nationwide fast this Sunday at evening. This Sunday at evening. I'm gonna say it again. This Sunday at evening. That's evening to evening. That's how we keep our days and our Sabbaths and our feast days. Evening to evening is how we've been keeping it according to how we see the scriptures. So as a solidarity.
Right.
Even if you have in our camp, you know what I'm saying, you've seen this video for the first time, please consider fasting with the brothers and the sisters, you know what I'm saying, because we literally are the first line of defense for each other when it comes down to understanding the Most High God and His truth. You know what I mean?
Gone.
Because if brothers ain't gonna do it or put in the work, who gonna do it?
Right.
We expect the enemy to do it. Like that's I could go in on that, but
we definitely need the fast. With everything going on with the state of Israel right now, we definitely need it, man. I just pray the Most High let me hit the lotto one time so I can bless all my brothers and sisters, man.
Hey, you tight-fisted, brother. Hey, listen, I already know how you do. If brother hit the lotto, you know what I'm saying?
Oh man, y'all ain't gonna see me for 2 years.
we might see something from you, but anyway, I ain't gonna talk about you too bad.
Oh man.
Right at Daniel 7:18, man. Matter of fact, you know what I want too? I want Daniel 7:18, but I also want Daniel 2 and let me find what I want. Let me find what I want. I want Daniel 2 and 26. I think it is
2 and 26.
Let me see. Daniel 2 and is it 20? Ooh, that's beautiful in 22.
Talking about the dream.
No, I didn't want the dream per se.
You on 47?
44.
44. Yeah, I got that mark too. Khan, it's a book of Daniel, chapter 2, and verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall Yahweh of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever.
Khan, all praises, man. Let me get that Daniel 7 and 18.
Khan, this is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. By Hashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai.
By Hashem HaMashiach Yahweh Shai. Hey, man, it's been Sabbath morning brew, man. Division in the spirit, man. Enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. Shabbat Shalom. Ashar Shabbat. Shalom, shalom, shalom to my brethren and my sisters, man. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Ashar Shabbat Shalom.
This is not a test.
Black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus, black music, black skin, black sauce, black Jesus,